What do you regret? Okay, this is a little heavy, but when I was growing up, I was pretty mean to my younger siblings. I have a sister who's 3 years younger than me and a brother who's 5 years younger than me. And I would like play with them, but it was always at their expense and for my pleasure, for my laughter. And I didn't realize how much that had damaged my relationship with them growing up. So my greatest regret in life at this point is that I wasn't a good older brother to them, that they didn't like look at me as a safe place. They respected me, I think, and loved me because I was their brother, but at the same time, when it came to the specifics of it, they told me that they really kind of hated me. And that when they told me that when I was in college, that really like slapped me in the face because I had no idea. But then just remembering all the things that I did was like, wow, yeah, I was kind of a sucky older brother. Thankfully, we have a good relationship now, but that's probably my biggest regret. What are you most afraid, or what are you afraid people see when they look at you? My receding hairline. No. That's a tough question. I guess I'm afraid that they would like see deeper into me and see those insecurities and see that I'm not the person I portray to be. But at the same time, I've learned to be vulnerable. I've learned to open up more. So I enjoy having those conversations, but I think if people could like have x-ray vision like emotionally and see like how, I don't know, not fake I am, but how there's a lot more going on beneath the surface than I sometimes let out, I think would kind of be like, would freak me out. I don't know, it's a good question. Yeah, afraid that they would see more than I want them to see. What risks are worth taking? I think I first want to say like every risk, but not every risk is worth taking. I'm all about calculated risks, and I like challenging myself and taking steps towards things that are a little bit scary, that are a little bit out of your comfort zone, because I think it pushes you, changes, and grows you. But not every single one is a smart one. But I would say like every single thing that God asks you to step out in is a risk worth taking. Every single time they put something on your heart that's like, ooh, I really don't want to do that, just say yes, just obey, because it's totally a risk worth taking. Coming on the world race is a risk, but is so worth it because you're able to influence people, love on people, share the gospel with people. Yeah, like living with a bunch of people in second, third world countries is not like the most appealing thing all the time, but it's so worth it in so many ways. What would be something annoying about having yourself as a roommate? I know that there's a lot of annoying things about me, and I think people like don't tell me about them. The things that I know for sure is I talk in my sleep and like snore-ish. So I think that could be really annoying, but I think my roommates in the past have had fun with that. They've had conversations with me as I talk in my sleep. So yeah, kind of annoying, but maybe not a ton. And then I'm kind of messy. Yeah, I get cleaned up every now and then, but kind of messy. What do you hope never changes? Wow. What do I hope never changes? Gosh, I hope that my relationship with my family like never changes in the sense that it gets worse. I hope that we're able to remain the tight unit that we currently are. We're able to keep like drama out of our family relationship, that we're able to like love each other no matter what and be for each other no matter what. Me and my siblings are unmarried, so who knows what's going to happen when you get those dynamics happening. But yeah, I hope the love in my family never changes because God's blessed us in that area. What game or movie universe would you like to live in? For sure, Harry Potter. That is the universe I would love to live in. Lord of the Rings is a close second, but I'm obsessed with Harry Potter. Ask me any question, I will answer correctly, pretty much. Do I know all the spells? Yes. Do I know all the characters? Absolutely. Have I watched the movies multiple times? Have I read the books and listened to the audiobooks multiple times? Yes. Am I a muggle? Heck no. Gryffindor all the way. Put me in that universe. I'll do some damage. What do you want people to feel when they're around you? I think I want people to feel alive when they're around me and encouraged. But I guess that kind of falls into alive. I just want to be somebody who I don't know, makes you excited about the life that God's given you to live, and makes you think about the possibilities that you specifically have for your future. I think people just don't think about that enough, and I want to be somebody who encourages that that thought process in others, and just be like, yeah, I have an awesome life, and I'm able to like make choices, and I have this freedom to grab it by the horns, so to speak. So yeah, I want people to feel alive whenever they're around me. What emotion do you experience the most? Wow. Confusion. I think I'm somebody who like really wants God to show me like the future. I really want to see like what's gonna happen a couple years down the line. And I just want him to reveal those things. But God has made it clear in my life that I'm supposed to trust him for every single step, and that he'll reveal stuff to me one step at a time. So I think confusion in general is the emotion I probably feel the most. Confusion about my own feelings, confusion about what I'm supposed to do in the future, confusion about like what decision I'm supposed to make in the present, confusion about, I don't know, those big questions lately has been probably the emotion I experienced the most. How has ethnicity and upbringing impacted your understanding of the gospel to its relationship with you and others? How has it changed over time? Awesome question. So I grew up like in an all-white community, and in a Baptist church as well. So I grew up with like everything happening like the right way for me. Like everything went the way it was supposed to go. I knew a life of comfort, I knew a life of blessing, and everything kind of went my way. So I think the way that I understood the gospel was like, it was genuine, but it was also like kind of like self-righteous and judgmental, realizing that like, wow, I'm so blessed to be saved, but other people aren't, and that must mean I'm more blessed. It wasn't something that I like walked in, because I was a genuine kid, and I loved God, and I wanted to love others, but there was also this like self-righteous thing that was definitely in me that God revealed like later, a couple years later. And in 2016, God like broke me down big time, and he just surrounded more people. I was able to go on like travel more. I was able to meet more people of different ethnicity, and actually like had to listen to their experiences and listen to their different takes on theology and their different views on the Bible and in certain things that we believe. And it really caused me to like step back and listen more, and then realizing that like, who do I think I am, that I think myself above anyone, and God just like walking me through that has really affected my view of the gospel. And I think it's in a much healthier place now than it was growing up. And I'm so glad that I've been able to have been introduced to more ethnicity, and I have more friends that have ethnicity than I did growing up. It's all been way more beneficial than my childhood, even though I'm so thankful for my childhood, but it's definitely more well-rounded at this point. I think that is the final question. Thank you so much for listening to me answering these questions. I hope they were helpful. Hope you enjoyed them. Subscribe to Oscar if this is on YouTube. If it's on Instagram, follow him. I don't know where it's at, but Oscar's the man. Take care.